Hello and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the South Western Mainline. We're down here in Bournemouth and we are just observing 851, which is Sir Francis Drake pulling into Bournemouth, where 853 Sir Richard Grenfell is just waiting to depart. As you can see, everything is looking smooth. We've got 851 cleanly sliding into platform 3, whereas 853 is just departing platform 1, which is fantastic. Yeah, everything's looking all good. As I said in the last video, I will have all the Lord Nelsons or names that we got, and we'll go from there. So, as said, yep. We've done all those. I've done all the ones that are on golden arrows. So hopefully there's one over here as we go over. There is actually indeed. So that is 856, which is Lord St Vincent, sat here on platform at. Actually, it's not no longer sat on the platform. It is departing from Dover Port. What else we got? We've got. Is there another one that I can? Oh, there it is. There is 855 Robert Blake. Was that another one on the up? Yes, 857 Lord Howell in the tunnel. And is there one was that one just leaving London Bridge? There is indeed, which is Howard of Effingham, 854. We've also done all the ones that are on the South Western Main, which if I actually go to one that's which is just getting on, which is 865 Sir John Hawkins, just getting on the main line, and we've got 864 Sir Martin Frobisher there as well. Train 90 there. Got more that I just sacked. Just 862 Lord Collingwood. And then that's the last one in terms of the stuff that is coming in off the branches. I've had to make up a few off the top of my head. For example, 867 being one of them. I think 867 is Lord Elson. I think she's on the 868. See what she is, because you never know, she might be completely different. But there are a couple that are named, but not named after actual locos. I actually don't know if I can find one. It's Lord Nelson, for what we saw in the last episode. In fact, actually, let's see Lord Nelson in all her detail. She is doing. She actually looks like she's doing quite well. Speeding up and increasing to 65. I mean, what's the speed limit on the track that she's on? She's got 110 miles an hour. She can reach that one. Which, to be fair, I think the maximum speed she's going to get is going to be 99. Yeah, so not that fast, but at the same time, not quite as fast either. In terms of in terms of 867. She was given to a different loco. I can't tell you what, because it doesn't tell me. What if there was records that it doesn't, they don't exist anymore, which it happens. Railways move on, and so on and so forth. There you go. But Lord, I've done one of them is 868, I think, which I've done as Lord Neptune, in reference to the Neptune class of cruisers. That's Lord Collingwood, which does actually exist. Lord Hawk, which is there. So Sir Walter Rangley getting held up by traffic. We've got traffic. There's Lord Neptune. She's just on that service point through the tunnel to Southampton. There's another bet. That's another bell. That's another one. So you know what? We're going to do the timetables. There's one. 866. Someone who's going to be watching this is going to be looking at that and smiling. Which is labelled under Lord Warspite. For, of course, the Queen Elizabeth class battleship HMS Warspite. As well as named after a friend of mine who goes by the name of Lord Warspite on World Warships. That's his World Warships username. Get some. Bournemouth is looking, as we saw earlier, Bournemouth looking quite good at the moment. We've got Lord Anson. That's just departing Bournemouth now on a journey towards Poole. We've got this monstrosity which is being tackled by Lord Rodney. She's not enjoying life, but at the same time, what are you gonna do? When the game gives you stupid things, you kind of have to bite the bullet and go with it. In terms of Weymouth, at the moment, no one's going for the train because you can't actually get to the trains. So it might be a case of I need to get some buses in for Weymouth and try and get them in as soon as we can. But that will be a job for me to do after I've gone through and sorted all that. Kind of curious on what this is. Boats, canal boats, even blue canal boat. I'm going to put one there, as if it's. I'm going to put a canal boat there. It's the beach canal boat. There's canal boat. So, last episode I said we'd be focusing on the branch lines, which, if I'm going to be honest, my branch lines in question today are going to be the Swanage line, aka the Purbeck line, as well as the Lymington line. And I was also thinking on doing a line that goes down to where, which would be quote unquote where. Oh, great. I had the idea. I've now lost the idea because my brain's just forgotten what I was going on about. There we go. I was thinking doing a line down to Calshot, which is just before the bridge there. Which, technically, there was one that did exist down that way, and at the moment, the tracks only exist as far as Hythe. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to put in Calshot, and we're going to put in Hythe. Because, 2 more towns, 2 more places, keep going with expanding and all that. Alcester there, make that into Hythe. And to be fair, we can also expand the buses down from Southampton all the way down to Calshot and do another Blue Star route. So, that's the plan there. We are going to, however, do a little bit of tinkering, because, tinkering is always fun. Which does mean I need to drag a line from there. I think there. Yes, from there. Too much slope. What do you mean there's too much slope? What do you mean there's too much slope? There's no slope. What do you mean there's no slope? What? Welcome back to the game being stupid. There's a slope. Are you sure about that? Because I don't see a slope. The only slope I see is the one that you're currently trying to do a line for. But yes. First of all, we'll get the little southern line in for Calshot. Being this only branch line, we're not going to go with that big. We're going to go 120 meter small. This small little branch line, which leads into 2 or 1. We'll do 1. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent, right, that one's all in. I don't know, why have I done a third platform? I've done a third platform there, and I've just realised that there's 3 platforms. What am I doing? No, we want 2. Well, you know, this one will keep as, like, for example, a 40. Do 40 tracks down here. Yeah, we'll keep this as like a double track. More prioritized line in terms of like this line. Okay. Why do you think there needs to be a slope there, game? Okay. The game thinks there needs to be a slope there, apparently. I see why. What? This game and the logic. Game's logic is logic, and it really annoys me. Hang on. There we go. And then up here, please. No, don't bother. Just do. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right, cool. Snap it in, and then we'll then connect that up with the line there, which it's still saying there's too much slope. Really? You're complaining at that? Wow. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Wood sloop again. Excellent. Right, so that's the branch line in. We're going to, of course, get a signal there. And then, of course, then do one-way signals all the way along the line there. We'll get one there. And we'll get one there, which hopefully will, yep, which then protects there. And that one that way. Cool. We'll do train line. It'll be Southampton, which they can utilize platform 1, and then all the way down to Cow Shop and back up. Again, just utilize platform 1. If at must, maybe, yeah, use platform 3. Don't use platform 2 because that's going to be mainly I'm going to try and utilize platform 2 for the main through traffic, the fast-paced services. So this is going to be the Calshot branch. Calshot branch. Then we're going to do the Lymington branch, which is another one that's going to be is kind of interesting for me because we're gonna have it depart from Southampton rather than it depart from Brockenhurst. So this means what's also interesting is that this one is going to have a little loop around. It's going to have that station there so it connects up with the boats. Then you then do a 2-platform station for Lymington Town, which is going to be about there. Then from Lymington Town, it is going to be out of Lymington into like Brockenhurst, it's going to be 2-track. But as soon as you leave to go towards the harbour, it is going to be a single track line. So, there we go. So, right. Then we're going to have to do curving motion, aren't we? You have to also see a little bit, and then we want to do a nice big loop. Like that, up and around. Okay. Nice loop round all like that, and then we'll then do. Well, we've got to go from there down to here, which is apparently not doable in terms of normal game, but it's definitely doable because I can tell you that it's doable game, so you will do it. Let's have a look at this random. Oh my word! We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. It's fine. It's fine. So that there's the Lymington branch done. That all the way around to there. That one all the way back around to there. And then of course on that side it won't be, you'll get a case of you're gonna have to just behave. In fact, you platform 1 out of Southampton, then you go to Brockenhurst, and then you go to Lymington, and then you want to go to Lymington Port. You want Lymington again, Brockenhurst, and then you're back to Southampton. At Southampton, you're going to want, again, platforms 1 or 3. There you go. Bit like that. This is going to be the Southern Rail Lymington branch, which is excellent. There we go. Boom. Why can't it get back over? Oh, it can't. Oh. Yeah, after Bournemouth, I want you to go via that signal and utilise that on that way. And that's the same with the Weymouth bound. I want you to go via Southampton on the up fast, and I want you to come back on the up fast. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's just to keep it going and keep it going quick. Boom. So that there is 2 lines completed. We're only 20 minutes in. Excellent. Quick fire rounds. In fact, while we wait, I'm going to go over to Canterbury Depot and we're going to go and make sure we'll go and get these trains started. Now, SR Southern, rather. Okay, maybe we won't. Because what they call these on here, these... Okay, so we want E. We want E's. We want the E's. And if I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna probably want a D class for the branch lines down here. The 4-4, which is the 4-4 O's. Because the 080, we never really had those down this end. So yeah, you're gonna want the 004 4s. They are. Which is good. I do like that. We'll do that then. In terms of stock, 115. It's 100 meter. Is that what I've been using? I've been using 120. So you know what? That works. We'll do that. So we'll buy 1, 2. Buy 3 for the Calshot branch. And we'll buy 5 for the Lymington. And then in terms of the next branch line which we're doing, the Purbeck, We will do that. We'll do 2 for the Purbeck line. That sounds about right. So we'll start that off. Those trains will move to their designated starting locations. We'll head down to Wareham, where we'll go and throw a 120 metre platform in at Corfe Castle. And then we're going to do the same on the coast for Swanage. And we're going to keep with 2 because why not? Why not? Fine. We'll use 1. There you go. We'll be nice. We'll use 1. Here we go. 1 platform. And then, as I said in the last episode, Branchline for the Swanage will be indeed a single track. In fact, actually, what we'll do is put in the single track up here and then just have that loop in like that. Single track out here. Have it looping in like that. So loop lines. I love loop lines. Can't go that way. Why? Because we said so. Game says so. Game says no. Okay, remove that. There you go. Now we're cooking with fire. Fire? Yes, fire. And then again, too much slope. What do you mean? Too much slope. Corfe Castle. There we go. New line. Wareham, Corfe Castle, Swanage. Here we go. And this is SR Purbeck branch. Call it what it's called. The Purbeck branch. And then we'll go all the way back up to Canterbury, which is all the way up here. Not every train has left yet. I think we've got like 2. Set those off as well. Purbeck. And that's all 3 branches done now. Now we're just waiting for the trains to get there. What are we going to do while we wait for the trains? Well, the only actual needed thing to do while we wait for the trains. Yeah, so that's heading to Brockenhurst first. That's heading to Calshot first. So, first of all, I said I'll do the timetable in the last video. I didn't. I completely forgot. So I need to sort out the timetable. So, lines. We'll go to trains. We'll go to the Bournemouth Bell, for example. You're going to unbunch there, and you're going to unbunch there. So unbunching here, we're going to do 5 minutes. And we're going to unbunch at Bournemouth for 5 minutes as well. Just so that we're not all grouped together. Because everyone is grouped together, I've noticed. They look like they're grouped all together at Southampton. Brilliant. Weymouth line, you're going to be unbunching at Waterloo for 3 minutes. We'll do 4 minutes. 4 minutes at Bournemouth. No, 4 minutes there. Unbunch at Weymouth. Or 4 minutes as well, and then you're back up that way. Which at the moment, I don't see there being any issues. I mean, everything seems to be spread out nicely at the moment. If anything, I might need another couple more locos on that run. And he says as Lord Rodney arrives in from down south, and I look over and spot Lord Nelson, who's a drive back in from London with 102 people on board. This thing's making the money. Wow. It's a full train getting off at Waterloo for only 24 people to get back on. Okay, that's interesting. 145 people waiting to go back northbound towards London though on the South Western Mainline. That's funny. I kind of thought that makes me laugh. Calshot branch, not think there yet, but then again, it's early days. People are probably going to be like, oh, there's a train to get. I mean, Calshot's got 5 people waiting already, so I might just get in, for example, buses in for Calshot and start making moves there. So you know what? We'll actually, while we wait for trains, we'll get buses going along the branch lines to make sure that the people are getting to and from the train station. Excellent. First of all, we'll do Hythe. So Hythe doesn't need a big bus station, just that'll do. And then bus stop there, probably bus stop there, and one there. That'll sort out Hythe. Go to there, Hythe Central, Queens Park, Hythe, and then back down to York Road. And that is going to be the bus. Hythe loop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare to have that there and that there, because that's going to be for the service. I'm going to do that for the Blue Stars, I think. In fact, we'll get it in nice and early as well. 40 metre. Get it in there. Up there, down here. Do a road. Outbound from here to here. Bit like that. Building there, bus stop there, and then a bus stop there. And that can be the Calshot loop. That's the Calshot loop. Which, if anything, they're going to take longer to get the buses down here from from the bus station than imaginable. But you know what? That's fine. Calshot loop. And because I did say we'll get bus station down to Hythe, down to Calshot, back up. Because, you know, there will be... Because, yeah, we've got the trains running and all that. That's fine. I'm more thinking of, like... Yeah, we've also got trains running between... We've got buses running between Eastleigh and Southampton. Now, with that, you've then also got people that will want to go to and fro Southampton but not take the train, because the game registers transportation in the game via money, capacity, and like time and stuff like that. So it often pays more to have more lengthy runs or more short runs. He says, with 56 people waiting to get on a train northbound towards London. He said, oh, Lord... Ah, there we go, 866. Of Warlord Warspite. You can have 50 people get on board your train. Or not. Oh, no, those are the 50 people that are waiting for the express. Never mind. Why are you having issues? Oh, no. We may have a small issue, and that small issue is the bloody Portsmouth. Why are you waiting? You're waiting for a free path, okay? Right? You're all waiting for a free path. Why are you waiting for a free path? Oh, so we're basically being held up by Fareham. Fareham, we've got an issue in Fareham. Okay. That's pain. That's very much pain. Why are you stopped there? That's not a stopping location. That's not even a signal. So what I'm hearing is that train. What? What? That seems like it's a bit of an issue. No, it's like just a tiny issue. So you know what? Train 98. You are going to wait there for a second. I'm going to let the northbound train 109 to get gone. That's probably why no one's moving right now. In terms of my trains. My trains are blocked. Even the South Western Mainline is blocked. We found an issue, folks. It is literally this junction. Which to me is hilarious, considering it shouldn't be an issue. There we go. Get that train out of the way. Boom. What are you? That's my next question. You're not. Oh God. Right. Yeah, you can go next. I think. I want to. Let's clear the platforms at Portsmouth. You're good. That's fine. The train's coming northbound, northbound towards Eastleigh is there. Probably get away with putting a signal there as well, to be fair. So let's do that. Clears into another section. You're waiting. You're waiting on that train down there to go. You can't go anywhere. That's fine. You're now coming out. You're waiting. Good. I don't want to see you move. Portsmouth is just a cluster at the moment. There's no getting away from it. Portsmouth is just going to be one of those problem stations, because we've got so many trains coming in. The only way I can get rid of those issues is to get rid of East and price and stuff. Which honestly I might do just because now in terms of convenience I've got. Yeah, so remove Eastleigh and there we'll utilise that one, and you can go to platform 1. There we go. So you are no longer taking trains into Eastleigh in terms of things. You are going to throw a hissy fit in a minute because you're kind of like, I can't get over from there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly put in a little line to allow that train to get into there. Yeah. People are they're throwing issues. Everything's throwing issues, you know. It's my own fault. Trying to complicate things. You're now going to be good. You've got that one coming in. You're fine. You're fine. Right, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh boy. I really cocked that one. That was a small minor cock up. You know? It wouldn't be something of mine if I didn't cock something up. Oh, and Lordhood's been overtaken. Right. I find that kind of funny. I shouldn't do. But in that time it's taken us to fix that issue. All the Branchline trains have actually managed to get in. We fixed it, so the Branchlines are all here. Excellent. I'm laughing but it's really not funny. I'm laughing at my stupidity. I think that's what I'm more laughing at. The fact that I didn't notice that issue until it became an issue. Why do I do this to myself? You know what? We'll take it. After what's just happened, I think we'll take it. Excellent. So we've now got one of the Branchline services that have arrived, which is good. Excellent. That can now deal with the Branchline traffic. Which is just what I wanted. I think if anything I might assign some buses and just the interims, figure that out. But we've got Branchlines working. That's the good thing. Here we go. Of course no one's going on the train to go down towards Calshot, but you've got people waiting to get on the train down to Calshot anyway, so you know that's not an issue for me. Deer! There's a deer on the tracks. That's a steep drop. I think we just run over it. We've run over a wolf. Oh. Whoops. Casualty. Wolf has been run over by a train. Whoops. Whoops. Excellent. So, first train out is going to be 32 people on board there. Well, hey, look at that. Off we go. Now, this Southampton Loop, in terms of its buses, are you full? You are still unloading, okay. That'll be why. You're full. But do they leave full? Is that what I'm hearing? They don't leave full, so they should be fine when they get here. Red Jets don't really bring many people in. Speaking of trains, I've got 32 people on this service as it pulls in. Gone up to 51 people. So we've got 51 people that we're transporting into Southampton. Two people have just missed the train. That's fine. They can get the next one whenever that arrives. Wherever that one is. Because I don't know where that is. Is that one? No, that's the Southampton to Portsmouth. But there we go. And this one will go straight into platform numero 1. Just to get this out of the way. then we'll go have a look at the Leamington branch information and just see how that is going on. I don't know where the other cash shop is. Has it arrived yet? Is it waiting at a signal? That's Leamington. Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake. The next question I have is, do we need the Southampton to Portsmouth run, considering that's more or less what the Brighton service does? Or can I get away now with just saying... Feck it. Yeah, it's just going to be Portsmouth to Eastleigh now, because if anything, it's causing there's just too much issues going on. So yes, Fareham, Southampton, and Fareham again, and Portsmouth again. Let's just get rid of those. It's just not worth it at this point. They're getting in the way. They're just getting in the way. That's the issue that we're facing here. Let's go and amend the timetable, which is Brighton to Portsmouth. Yep, I'm bunch at Portsmouth for... Let's do... Yeah, do 2 minutes. A bunch there at for 2 minutes as well. There we go. Right, so that's now changed. That then allows the Portsmouth to Southampton run to actually now shine. It should indeed now lower the amount of trains that we've got on that line, just to stop people stop everything from happening. Leamington's waiting for a new waiting for a line. Leamington's waiting for a line. That's a Purbeck. That's a cow shot. Have I not got any more small branch lines trains? Or have I... Oh no, there's one. There's another cow shot. And that's it. Okay, so the other two cow shots are the ones that are like very far away. Excellent. Love that. You are en route down to the beach. You've got no one on board. You've got 17 on board, as you've already come from docks. So you know what? That's not bad. You're going to pick up 40 from that platform. I'm not mad that's happened. Train 104, you are having an issue. No. What do you mean? You're going to Worthing. You're not going to Portsmouth, you're going to Worthing. There's going to be another one like that, isn't it? We're going to have multiple trains having issues. I caused myself so many issues with that little branch line going that way. Oh my word! Realistically, yes, you could have a line that goes Brighton to Southampton, but if you do it, just have one train line. It's not worth doing more than one train. It really isn't. How's it going? Why do you not... You see, why does that train not move forward to that signal? I don't know! Makes me upset. I've ruined so much! I suck so bad. That's a Leamington. That's... You see, this cow shop, this poor little guy is the only cow shop service because all the other ones are stuck. I hope he gets held. Please get held. He's not going to get held. He's going to hold one. He's going to hold up one of my one of my main services, isn't he? No, he's not. He's holding up a return inbound Leamington service. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Thank you very much. I've caused utter carnage this episode. This episode wasn't going to be this it should not have caused this much carnage. But I've legit just made something worse. This episode is me just fixing something that I did badly. I'm laughing and I'm shaking my head. But I've not done any signals on the up slow. That'll do it. That'll do it. Here we go. Probably get some signals in there. That might work, you know. You're being let go. You're a pervert branch. What are you? You're Leamington. Yeah, you're another Leamington. You're a pervert. You've just been given a green. Oh, you're being routed down the main. You know what? That's a screenshot if I've ever seen one. Come on, a little more. Oh no, not there. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I'm such an idiot. How did I do this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? Muppet. Right, let's get the branch lines all sorted out, because that's got a frequency of 2 minutes. So let's unbunch that to be 1.5, 150, and probably do the 150 there as well. 150. That's that one done. Leamington, Southampton. You're gonna be doing 150. Well, yeah, I'll do 150 on both. In fact, yeah, 150, 150. Enable that. Purbeck to 1 minute and 75 seconds as well on both ends. 175, 175. There we go. In fact, I don't even have to do a unbunched timetable there because it's just 2 trains. Because I don't see the need of it being more than 2 trains. Wait, we're doing 55 through Bournemouth. Excellent. I think that's the fastest this train can go, to be honest. Yeah, max speed, 55. Way! Let's go. Got a clear road ahead of him as well, by the way. There's nobody in front of him, no one behind him. Literally, no one in front, no one behind. Everyone's stuck up northbound. That's probably why everyone's gone. Whoa! I don't like looking at this. It's a bit of a manifest, isn't it? Eesh. brilliant. So, another video where it's been an hour and we've basically just been watching a few trains get past and fixing something that I should have not done in the first place. Corf Castle. Onwards, downwards, Corf Castle. And to be fair, we have people waiting to go down into Swan, just so you know. That's a good thing. And to be fair, with this branch, I don't have to change it from modern day in terms of up until modern day. I mean, might change them to be BR black, maybe locos, but that's about it. I mean, I don't have to change rolling stock. Don't have to change anything else really. Just go. You're fine. You are gonna get held at Corf Castle because you know. At least I hope it gets held at Corf Castle, because there will be no way for you to get round otherwise. There we go. And 35 people on. That's not bad. Now for the return trip. We've got train patiently waiting up at Corf Castle. One person still heading down. We'll be waiting for a token. In fact, what we'll do while we wait for that is we'll Southern Rail. Southern. Okay. Where's my boxes? There's my boxes. There it is. Standard Southern Rail. Yes. Yes. Both. Steam. There we go. We'll put that there. We'll attach a little signal box there. That can be there on the on that line. January 3rd, 1928. 35 people here on board. 1 got off. 4 on. Now what we'll put don't have to do one for there. That's all good there. If anything, I need to do one for the junction there. There we go. And it's basically just like a token system. It will work on a token system, that line. And there's Lord Rodney with 24 passengers coming coming southbound towards Weymouth. Excellent. So we're looking good. We are indeed looking good. Dorchester having that. What will we work on next episode? Well, stay tuned. We'll find out next time. Because I've got plans. We have got plans for what we are doing on the next episode. So as we join train 124 on the Purbeck Freedom, pulling into platform number 3. With Lord Rodney leaving Wareham. That's where we land. Off goes Lord Rodney. Excellent. Brilliant. Top notch. Until next time, folks. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.